community, which especially then was constituted the leadership of Jewish organizational life. That's changed in the past 35 years. You have more conservative, more Republican, more Orthodox people involved in Jewish life. But then it was almost entirely liberal. I was one of the only ones who would wear a yarmulke at these Jewish organizations. And most of the leadership was liberal. Their concern was that the evangelical movement was trying to make America into a Christian nation and erode civil liberties. They were concerned with people like Jerry Falwell and Pat Robertson, who became lightning rods really for the Jewish angst and fear of this new group of spiritual and religious and Bible-believing people, and see the growth, the huge growth in the media and around the world. So it mainly came from the left that was concerned about the issues of school prayer, abortion, and later homosexuality. And then only later, when I moved to Israel and we started to raise money and give it away, and now we're the largest organization in Israel and really around the world. We raise $150 million a year. We have 1.7 million Christian donors. We have radio programs, TV, social networking, etc., that reaches millions of people in Spanish and English. So we've gotten big, and now the criticism is coming from Israel on the right, the right-wing Orthodox. And but in all cases,
what's their criticism?
Their criticism is different from the others. Their concern is that Christianity and evangelicals are going to try to missionize Jews, and I would say there is no rational argument. It's a prejudice. There's 2,000 years of history of a verse that says a pithy phrase, Esav Soneh et Yaakov, that anti-Semitism is inherent in the fabric of the world, and there are those who still believe that and who won't even accept money. We've refurbished 5,600 bomb shelters in Israel. I mean, we have 400 projects in 226 cities, but just as that is one example. And the rabbis, actually, there are a bunch of rabbis from the Zionist group, not the Haredi group, who said that it's prohibited to sit in those bomb shelters. And I wrote them even in a time of war, and they said, yes, it's what's called pikuach nefesh. Even though your life depends on it, this is money given by Christians to help save Jews with no missionary. I'm an Orthodox rabbi. There's no missionary activity.
It's mind-blowing. The left and the right, these two critiques of you are so absurd that I have to laugh or cry, and I always prefer to laugh than to cry. And I guess as a Jew, I can certainly say the Jews are the chosen people, but not an easy people.
No, no. But again, the difference is Joe Lieberman was the one who said it. So many friends who started revolutions, and a man like Shlomo Carlebach in Jewish music, and there's a Broadway show after him, who died without seeing the promised land, if you will. And I've been vindicated. Today, the criticism against me and the fellowship is really, it's not there much at all. And today, every Jewish organization is trying to establish a desk on evangelicals, places that would refuse to even have me speak, and I've never spoken at a federation function, so I'm not accepted as a normative part, but these places have now started to open up their own evangelical desk. The difference is, and the reason these Jewish organizations are not going to succeed, is because they're viewing the evangelicals as a source of funds or political power for AIPAC or for whatever it is that the organization wants. And nobody wants to be used, and in my opinion, it's a myopic way simply to raise funds. I've shown that there's money in those hills, if you will, and now they're all trying to get after it, and the truth is...
the truth is that you respect the evangelicals for who they are.
Exactly.
As I do.
The relationship.
Exactly.
The fellowship. It's not using one another.
Well, let me just tell everybody, you've really done major work, and the book is fascinating. It's a real insight into the Jewish Christian world, and it is by Zev Chaffetz, who obviously I've not had on. I've had on the subject of the biography, Rabbi Yechiel Eckstein. Well, Yechiel, God bless you. May you have many years, and may many people read this book.
Thank you. And by the way, I don't make a penny from the book. All the
okay. I believe that.